Ladies, you're gonna want to hear this. It's not sexy, but I think it's important. It's something you have to put in your consciousness, when you're stepping out there in the world and understanding what's happening around you, because it's happening all around you, and you probably don't have an idea. You don't understand why it's happening, what's happening. I call it um, the wounded feminine tries to control everything, and then that loses everything typically. So what I mean by that is the wounded feminine is a little girl who's never felt safe in the world, so she had to learn as a child to grow up into a masculine to because she doesn't feel safe. She had to create her own safety. No daddy, bad daddy, right? Whatever it is, neglect, abuse, abandonment issues, blah blah. We all have them, but the wounded feminine turns to her masculine to protect herself from the age of consciousness, 5, 6 years old forward. If you weren't loved right, you were abandoned, whatever. You don't feel not worthy, not loved right. So jump into your masculine to provide and protect yourself, really to man up, to give you a feeling of safety in the world, except it does the exact opposite long run. The more you're trying to control your environment, first it's exhausting. It's completely exhausting, but it'll make you feel more unsafe and kind of see if you get this disconnected because ultimately it creates the opposite of safety, right? It throws you into being controlling, right? Non cooperative, disagreeable, defensive, combative, resistance, confrontational, competitive, right? And all of these are masculine traits, by the way, that you don't like in men. Are you with me? When men are all of that disagreeable, non cooperative, controlling, right? You don't like them. So you become one of us energetically, and you wonder why men can't stand it or that men don't stick around. And because it's ultimately that energy, controlling energy on a masculine man, which is his job to control everything in his life and around him and everybody that he cares for. That's a natural masculine. If you're going to try to control him, you're very irritating. And in the end, it's very disrespectful. Trying using your masculine on my masculine is disrespectful to my natural masculine essence. I mean, I'm the man, not you. Right. So trying to get on top of man is also cultural, but it's a feeling of not safe, of not feeling safe. And what it does, it repels men, ladies. It just repels men. He's a good guy for 2, 3 months, right? And then all of a sudden he's not interested and he fades away. Why? Because this so often. By the way, you should listen to me. Why you should listen to me? I've been doing this since 2006. I've worked and studied under like 5 masters in the field of relationships, and I've always been fascinated with the human condition and the relationship dynamics. This is my work. I eat it up. So this is not coming out of my nose, not my opinion. This is the data. This is factual. And again, if you're out there, you could taste this. You've experienced this, men or women. So yeah, it'll trigger. It'll You'll feel more abandoned, more alone, more neglected by men in your life if you don't heal that feminine wound. If you don't recultivate yourself into your feminine energy, your essence, by the way, because it's she's in there. She may be buried behind a wall, but she's in there, dying to get out. But unless you let her out, men will be compelled to get away from you. Don't want to take care of you, don't want to cherish you, don't want to protect you. Everything natural about men goes away when you throw your masculinity forward at us. Just what it is. It's energy. Masculine is attracted to feminine. Men protect only feminine women, not all women. We protect all women to some degree. If you're stuck on the side of the road, a guy's going to pull over, a man's going to pull over, and another one after him to make sure that guy's not a douche, right? But if you're going to be disrespectful and try to help you, get out of here, right? So if you're going to be like, whatever. So masculine men only attracted to masculine women. So if you can't slip back into your feminine essence and heal the trauma of how you got there, this is the work that I do, by the way. Can't get anybody in a healthy relationship until we clean up the trauma from your past, your baggage from the past, right? Bad daddy, no daddy for the ladies. and not feeling safe in the world ever. Ultimately, it'll wear you out, it'll burn you out, and will keep you lonely. And you're missing out completely on the essence of men. Men instinctively, naturally want to be your heroes, but you cannot try to control your hero. He's gonna will never allow that. Masculine men will never allow you to control him. He's not going to obey to you. He's not going to let you lead him. It's unnatural. It's an insult to his leadership. He's the man, right? His choice, his autonomy. You don't understand that men need to be autonomous, which means their choices, not influenced by anybody else. If you're trying to lead on him and control him, there's a like deep, deep, deep core resentment that happens, and they walk away. Just saying. So, doing your work, bringing your femininity back in check. Again, in my world, it's not about you know being all or nothing. It's more the balance of your masculine and feminine within you. We all have masculine and feminine energy. You have to find your balance. You can be masculine at work, except when you get off work, you gotta swing back into being more of a lady, more feminine, more radiant, more lovely, more warm. And for most of you, it takes learning because your lifestyles are not congruent with doing this. Right? You're acting and living like men in a man's world. I get it, but it's inside out of your essence, and that will keep you lonely, disconnected, invisible to men. And you'll say stuff like, "We're all the good men. How come nobody steps up?" Because you're stepping up. So there's a balance. That's all I'm saying. So hope that helps. Think about it a little bit. This is where it happens. Again, this is my business. This is what I do every day. It's not a hobby. So I coach men and women, and this one is a big, big one, big disconnect that it's quite hurtful actually for you ladies, right? Because you end up not knowing why nobody's interested, right? And or why do they ghost you? Typically disrespected because you're trying to control them. Just saying. Hope that helps. Again, if you want to argue with me, tell me I'm full of crap, email me, andrecoaching1 at gmail.com. Ask me a question. Tell me I'm full of crap, but I'm not. I'm not. It's the things that it's not being taught out there. And when we encourage you all to be strong, independent, and powerful, not being able to balance or calibrate that often will get you to be alone, feeling abandoned. And I feel terrible about that. I'm just trying to sound the alarm and help you out a little bit. Again, Andre Coaching One, and ask me anything, and I have some gifts for you if you do so. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.